Max Verstappen's future at Red Bull is no longer set in stone, and it's not just fans who are beginning to question what's going on. A major shake-up might be on the horizon, and it all started with a tense and very visible moment after the Bahrain Grand Prix. Red Bull's struggles on the track were already obvious, but now it seems the pressure is spilling into the paddock and possibly pushing Verstappen toward the exit door. According to Sky Sports, what happened after the race wasn't just frustration over one bad weekend. There's more going on behind closed doors, and the cracks are starting to show. Ted Kravitz from Sky Sports revealed that Max Verstappen's manager, Raymond Vermeulen, was seen in a heated discussion with Red Bull's motorsport advisor, Helmut Marko. This wasn't the typical post-race debrief. This looked personal. From what insiders are saying, it wasn't just about the disappointing performance in Bahrain. It was about the bigger picture, the future of the team, and possibly Max's place in it. And when conversations like that get that intense, it usually means something major is brewing. Red Bull hasn't looked like themselves this season. Mistakes in the pit, car issues, and problems with balance and grip have all created the perfect storm. It's a far cry from the dominant team we saw just a couple of years ago. Marko didn't sugarcoat things when asked about the situation. He said flat out that the team is not competitive right now. Not only was the car slower than expected, but even basic things like pit stops weren't going smoothly. According to him, this is very alarming, and they need to get performance back as quickly as possible. The main problem, according to Marko, is the car's balance and grip. On top of that, brake issues and pit stop delays have added to the frustration. When all of these problems pile up, it's no surprise that tensions are rising. What makes this situation even more dramatic is the fact that Max Verstappen's name is now being connected to other top teams, Mercedes, Aston Martin, and even Ferrari. Each of those teams could be a potential new home for Max, especially with the 2026 regulation changes approaching. Verstappen has a clause in his contract that reportedly allows him to leave Red Bull if the team's performance drops significantly. And from what we're seeing this season, that clause might come into play sooner rather than later. On the Sky Sports F1 show, presenter Simon Lazenby and Ted Kravitz discussed the unusual post-race tension between Verstappen's manager and Red Bull leadership. Kravitz admitted that he's seen plenty of discussions between Raymond, Jos Verstappen, Christian Horner, and Helmut Marko before, but this time it felt different. He noted that Raymond seemed particularly frustrated, possibly about the ongoing pit stop problems. While it's true that Max recently dominated in Japan, the inconsistency of Red Bull's performance this year is raising serious questions. According to Kravitz, Red Bull would have known from pre-season testing that they weren't as quick as they needed to be. Max Verstappen himself has tried to stay calm about the situation. He downplayed the rumors when asked, saying his only focus is on improving the car and working with the team. He admitted that Bahrain was disappointing, but stressed that the entire team is trying to find solutions. He said he's not paying attention to the speculation and is only thinking about going race by race. According to Max, there's been good communication inside the team lately, and everyone is aligned in trying to fix the car's issues. He emphasized that the discussion between his manager and Helmut Marko was a healthy and honest one, where they were able to speak freely about what's going wrong and what needs to change. Still, no matter how calm Max tries to appear in public, there's no denying that his patience is being tested. When asked directly about Helmut Marko's concern that he might leave the team, Max brushed it off but didn't deny the possibility outright. Instead, he focused on how frustrating it is not being able to fight for wins and how the whole team is trying to turn things around. He said he's still happy at Red Bull, but he also made it clear that being unhappy with the car is affecting everyone. Then came the real bombshell. Sky Sports analyst Bernie Collins, who's known for her sharp analysis, weighed in on the situation with a strong opinion. She believes that Max Verstappen is definitely looking at other teams for the 2026 season. According to her, a driver like Max, who's all about winning and being the best, is not going to settle for second-best machinery. She pointed out that even with all the history he has with Red Bull, his main priority will be driving for a team that can give him the best chance at winning more championships. Bernie Collins didn't stop there. She explained that decisions like these, choosing which team to join at the right time, can define a driver's legacy. She mentioned how other drivers like Fernando Alonso have missed out on titles because they chose the wrong team at the wrong moment. Verstappen is now facing that same challenge. With so much uncertainty about which engine or chassis will be strongest under the 2026 rules, making the right call is going to be incredibly difficult. But it's also necessary if Max wants to stay on top. Right now, Red Bull is under pressure from every angle. Their car is underperforming, their pit stops are unreliable, and their star driver is hearing offers, or at least serious speculation, from rival teams. And with Max Verstappen being as cool and controlled as ever in public, that just makes it harder to know what he's really thinking. Will he give Red Bull a chance to fix things? Or will he take a leap of faith and join a different team with his eyes set on 2026? Only time will tell, but one thing is clear. The 2025 season is no longer just about lap times and podiums. It's about loyalty, pressure, and the decisions that shape a champion's legacy. Whether Max Verstappen stays in Red Bull blue, or switches to Mercedes silver, Aston Martin green, or Ferrari red, this is a turning point. And the choices made now could define the next era of Formula One. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Will Max leave, or will Red Bull rise again?